Now, many people think of Honda and they think about economy. They think about cheapness, sometimes even reliability. But a lot of people do not associate Honda with, though, right away, is Ayrton Senna. Now, most people who know of Ayrton Senna will be the first ones to say, oh, but Prost won more championships. Lewis Hamilton and Schumi have won more championships. What makes Ayrton Senna so great? It's not the fact that him and I both share a Portuguese history, or the fact that we both enjoyed the thrill and the risk of driving. It's the fact that Ayrton did something that none of us still understand. But I think I know why. And it's this. You see, Ayrton had a way of manipulating the throttle during a corner that people just couldn't understand why. And it's one of those techniques that to this day still fumbles the minds of the greatest of drivers. And today I hope we can clarify that, truly make you understand why he did what he did. Now let's keep in mind, it was not in every corner at every race, nor every car. I'll be the first to admit, it's hard to find footage of him doing it. Yet the lore and the mystique behind his throttle technique will probably stand the test of time. Now, when you're going into a corner, it doesn't matter if it's front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, mid-engine, front engine, rear engine. The principle still applies. You do not want, under any circumstances, for the car to understeer unless you are the one initiating it. What people fail to understand mostly is what Ayrton was doing when he would blip his throttle mid-corner. Is he would be mid-turn. And during those taps, what would happen was he would, for a brief second, induce or at least bring the car to the point of understeer while in the corner. The moment that he realizes the ability that he can change the car's behavior and allow it to shuffle, but not like you're thinking. What he's doing is finding the ultimate speed for his car in that specific corner. So once he finds that limit, which can only be done by gradually on and off the throttle while simultaneously compensating in the steering. In a rear-wheel drive car, the back end will tend to come out first, or if you're already going past the speed for that car's limitations in that corner, when you do tap the throttle, and he's not pressing it too aggressively, he's pressing it just enough where he can figure out if the car's G-forces have been exceeded by the aerodynamic load. So by tapping the gas pedal, he's basically finding out if he can now turn in more and if he has more downforce available. That's all he's doing. He's checking to see if the front end can still have more applicable grip, whether it's mechanical or aerodynamics. That's all he's doing. A lot of people confuse it for a bunch of other things. But at the end of the day, when Ayrton discovered the speed needed for that corner, and I'm talking the top speed, the max speed, he figured out the angle. He figured out the attack. He figured out the breaking point. And that was his testing method for the long sweeping corners with the gradual decrease in angles, such as Monza. And so you really need to understand that as
dangerous as a behavior that it is to do on the racetrack, no matter what anybody tells you, it is one of the greatest ways to find the limits of the car and the tires, and perhaps even yourself. Go-karts are a great way to learn it, but they also snap back and are, I dare say, just as dangerous as a full-size GT1 car. Your best option to learn this method is front-wheel drive, because it allows you to learn the angle at which the car can no longer maintain downforce or grip. And so instead of you going, oh, I'm going to go another 10 kilometers, let's say 20 miles an hour, whatever the speed may be faster this time, and see how it goes, you do what Ayrton did. Get to the corner. If you think you're going a little too slow, don't just stand on it. Start tapping it, because you'll feel when the front end can no longer go in the direction that you want it to go. That's all Ayrton was doing. That's all, folks. Stay safe.